Okay, finally the last episode of the neck. Now, like I said, smoothed things out. I glued in the truss rods, glued this piece of binding over it, made it all nice and smooth, and I took out the wedges. As you can see, here the one is left. It's just an incision from here to there. You take it out. I'll show you here. You see, sides come in here, and I'll clamp it with this wedge. That's how it looks. And what I did, I'll put a fretboard on it so you can see. I took these 2.1 millimeters lower on this piece where the top will be, so the top will fit in. That's what I did. So the wedge, just make your incision like that, or like I told you last time, you can also broaden up the incision you made to 2.1, 2.2 millimeters and clamp it in, but I like to do it this way because when it comes in, I'll take my wedge, clamp it in firmly, and we'll give a tremendous good fit. So that's about the neck. Oh, one more thing, just for fun, I made my logo, just my initials, BED, in abalone in the top. Okay, now when we're this far with the neck, we can put some things already together, and to do that we need a thing like this. I made it very simple, as always, just a board, made those incisions, and here I've got just a piece of broomstick, made a hole in it, put these threads through it, and a ring that will go under here, where it's black, this 2 millimeters away, so I can clamp the top on here and still keep this one about 90 degrees, and that way I can clamp my top in. You need a thing like that, like this, to get it all put together. I made this one in this form with these incisions because I can go from parlor all the way up to jumbo. So whatever model I decide to make, it will fit in here. So I just need one. You can also take a piece of wood, outline with the template, your guitar, drill holes along the side, stick pins in it. You can take, for instance, flexible plywood and glue it in all just alongside your line, so you can keep them in like that. And what you need, very important, again, a center line from here to the 12th fret and going up further for the neck, because we want to outline the neck. And I will do that now to show you. I'll take my top, clamp it in, but first I'll clean it up, because the top is now coming on this plain wood, no foam to protect it, so I want this to be very clean and have no damages on my top. I'll take the top, I've got my center line here, I've got a center line here, and I've got it here. Check up. So on 3 points. Now I know for sure this is straight. Put these on. Like that. Then I put in my neck, truss rod in the hole, this one against it. The middle of the truss rod is my center line, and I've got a center line over here on my neck. So line on line, I'll take a clamp, I'll clamp this one, I see to it it fits here, it does, everything's still in place. I'll check my center line again, that's okay. So now I know the top, this side, the back of my top, until the head of my neck, it's in one straight line. That's important. Good. Now I'll take a side, and this one I've already shortened, and I also took away the excess on the bracing. How did I do that? I made a mark here, there and there. I did it on the other side as well. I took off my neck, take a side, put it in like here, and now I know I can take the marking. I put that marking on this side, make a straight line, straight angle, sew it off, and here at the end as well. I already did it with this one, so just to show you, this one goes in nicely along the line. Put these things in place. This one goes in here. I take my wedge, I mark them left and right. This one comes in here, and then I will glue it and clamp it in here, which will have a very nice fit. Now, if I put them in place like this, I can see that my side is really following the line, and I can see that because I don't see the lines on this side and I don't see them on this side anymore, except for this little part. I'll give it a little push. That will be like that. Here we make a block, an end block, where they both will be glued to that block, and that block will be glued to the top and later on to the back to give a stiff construction here at the end. And later on I'll take some wood away from here depending on the end graph I'm going to make. That's a later worry. Now, when this is ready, I can outline this one, and I will do that. I made a mark here, as I told you. Take this out, take this off, put my neck away, take this one on the line, just following the line, like this, and like this. Now I can mark to get the excess. This piece goes off because it ends here, and then right on that spot. And now on the line I will follow my side and I'll give a mark on the end of the bracings. So I have a mark here where I can take it off. I follow it all the way up to the end, and just before the center line I mark it as well. that can go off. That's for the sides. And for the bracings, I've made these marks. I take my chisel them off very gently, very easy. Goes very easy because this saddle is very soft. It's off in a few seconds. Take them all off, and when that's ready, I'll test again with the neck again in place, both sides in place, and then I will start working on the end block. And when we finished the end block, we can glue this all together. That's the next step. So first I'll have to find myself a nice piece of wood for the end block. This is not the one, but it will be around this size. It will be placed on the end, and because the sides are coming in with a curve, I will take over that curve on this side, so it won't go on straight, but the curve, the rounding, will come in this block as well, so this end will have this nice rounding in it. That's the next thing I am going to do. Anything more I have to tell you in this stage? No. Just that, well, you have to make a device like this in your own way. If you're only building one guitar, then there are more easier ways to do it. Outline it, take flexible plywood and make it a rounding, or just drill holes in it, put pins in it, but you need something to keep it in place for when we're going to glue it all in. And remember the center line, you want to have all in straight one line. Well, good luck to you, and I'll continue, and I'll see you next time.